We are super excited that we have been keeping a very big secret for a year now, and we're going to share that secret with all of you in just a few minutes. My name is Corinne Vieweg, and I'm the Executive Director for the Northern Nevada Rave Family Foundation. I came in as the Executive Director in September of 2012, so I'll be celebrating 12 years. RAVE stands for Respite and Volunteer Experiences, and we get to give parents a break while caring and loving for their children, and while training youth to be empowered, more informed, and empathetic people. It's a real joy and a treat to be able to do what we do. And so that's what keeps me going and motivated, really. Seeing the parents walk in and knowing that they get to take a deep breath and know that their kids are in a safe and fun environment while they can just be themselves and not have to be a caregiver for 3 hours. I recently heard parents talking in a group, talking about all the day-to-days, the going to the doctors and being on wait lists and not even being able to just go to the park and have it just be normal. It's hard. It's a harder experience when you have a child or multiple children with special needs. And as they went on and on, one mom stopped and she said, "But then we have RAVE. And we get to take 3 hours and not worry about any of that, not even think about it." And that's why we're here. And that's why we need to grow and we need to reach more families. For the first time ever, we're in a place of, we have a wait list. We have 100 children, 75 families that are waiting to come in and start Respite with us. It's a new motivation because we don't want to have a wait list. We don't want to turn families away because that break that they need is now. And it leads us to new grants, new fundraising opportunities that are going to help us to grow our program so that we don't have to say you're on another wait list and you're not going to get a break. In March of 2023, I got to interview for the Noble Deeds final 3 grantees. I had interviewed the year prior, and it just wasn't the right time. We weren't selected last March. I just had a feeling that it was our time.
So Noble Deeds and Noble Studios, gosh, Noble has been in the community for about 21 years now. Noble Deeds is the nonprofit side of Noble Studios. We really focus on looking for a Nevada nonprofit that we can support through our capabilities, which is creative digital performance. Every year, we donate 1% of our total hours. That roughly has worked out to be $1.5 million over the last 10 years. We do a call for applications at the beginning of every year, and we announce our winner on April 10th, Noble Deeds Day. Our committee of employees ends up narrowing down to this 1 or 2 individual organizations that we can focus on. And really it comes down to who they feel is the most relevant, where we can impact them the most. So in March 2023, RAVE came in and spoke with our Noble Deeds team. They had big aspirations for growth and awareness and reach.
Yeah, one of the hardest things I think that it's been is that we've kind of been this secret, that some families that have children with special needs knew about us. But marketing who we are and what we do and the impact we make has always been one of our biggest struggles. The need for the services that we provide are far greater than what we can actually provide. And we're the only organization doing what we do in the entire state of Nevada. I remember sitting in a Zoom meeting and I was super excited and felt quite fortunate. And when and if we were to be selected, I knew that we were going to go through some of our biggest transformations. Definitely that cocoon to butterfly kind of thing, and that's what it feels like today. Making big growth and big changes is hard. It's emotional, but it's exciting, and it's where we need to be, and we wouldn't be doing what we're doing without this opportunity. If we didn't get chosen as the Noble Deed recipient for 2023, I don't know if we'd ever have made the decision to evolve into what we're starting to evolve into. I look forward to a year from now and 3 years from now and 10 years from now, looking back and saying that, that part of our journey, that year, has elevated us to a level that is almost unimaginable.
I'm looking forward to it too. April 10th, 2023, that was a big day. I remember we announced it to you on Zoom and your team. It was so emotional and so timely.
It's kind of ironically awesome that we are going to share with the world what we've been working on, and really just 3 days away from Noble Deeds Day, to be in a room filled with 500 people that we know and love, that are families, those that have stuck beside us for these past 28 years, and announce that we are changing our name.
Yes. So exciting and so needed. The journey was really important. I think the outcome is going to be amazing. And I'm looking forward to hearing all about your successes.
And we will be excited to share them. Kind of rewinding back to that very first day, you guys make it very well known that you're going to dig deep. You're going to help us to find out what's going to really make us more successful. Mm-hmm. And part of that, going into it, knowing that could involve a name change. Through the process, we had lots of board members and staff members say, well, we really just like Rave. And we do. We love it. And we've embraced it. And we've lived the Rave name. But the reality is when we go out into to new communities in Carson and Elko and, eventually beyond, having to tell them that Rave is respite and it's a break and it's healthy and it's an environment for youth and gives volunteer experiences, it's had some doors shut on us as we've tried to go out and expand. And I cried in my first interview, and I cried in my second interview, and I'll probably cry in this interview, because we will always, first and foremost, keep the mission of what we do, providing respite care to families with children with special needs, and training youth volunteers to care for our children will always be a very important part of our mission. But it also has caused limitations. When you dig into how are we going to reach more families, the simple fact was Rave doesn't tell you what we do. It only tells you what we do when we elaborate on what it stands for. So the Northern Nevada Rave Family Foundation, it holds us up in Northern Nevada, and the need for respite care spans far across our small area. There's more than 60,000 children across the state of Nevada that would qualify for our services, and we're only barely scratching the surface, serving just under 600 right now. Rave has been my baby for 11 years as the executive director, and I was like, oh my gosh, we worked so hard to put our name on the map. But the more we dug into this project, and the more I spend on our new website, and the more I write the new name, I fall more and more in love with what it is, what we do, and where we're going. So tonight we introduce you to Family Respite Care of Nevada. And that gives us a lot of opportunity. So not only is it going to allow us to span across the entire state of Nevada, but one day, with the right supporters, the right funding, we can go anywhere with this name. And I can't tell you how many times families leave our area and say, okay, we're moving to Idaho, or we're moving to California. Is there a Rave? Nope. And so this will allow us to potentially make that happen and make that possible, that when families move away from our area, that they can find a family respite care of their state that's going to provide the same care, the same love, the same attention to their family as we do here. Well, on behalf of Family Respite Care of Nevada, all of the children that we serve, their parents, our board of directors, our staff, we want to thank Noble Studios and the Noble Deeds Grant for just putting us on that path of success. So we're very excited to report back to you, and really just thank you for for getting us started and for making us step into that leap of faith of the next part of our journey.
Well, the thanks is ours. Thank you for trusting us with such a big thing, to change your name and to redo your brand and redo all of these things that I know you held very tight to your heart.
Yeah.
And I think your success is really what is thanks enough. And we're going to see it. I know it. It's going to happen.
I'd like to express our deepest gratitude for all of you who have been a part of our journey over these past 28 years. Thank you for standing beside us. Thank you for helping to encourage us to keep growing and moving forward. Thank you for showing up to our events and continuing to help make a difference in the lives of the families that we serve. We couldn't do it without you, and we hope that you continue to stand beside us as we head into this next chapter.